Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today we've got our friend Ryan here, and he brought an awesome Warcraft figure with him.
This is Shandris Feathermoon, Night Elf Archer from the Warcraft line. This line was pretty interesting because it came at kind of a middle period in Warcraft. Warcraft 3 had been released, it had come and gone. It's 1 year later, but 1 year before World of Warcraft. So we're in this place where World of Warcraft is this thing that people know exists, but it's not, people haven't experienced it yet.
Right, this is like 2003, 2004 era.
Exactly, like right before it comes out. And Shandris is not just any Night Elf Archer. She's actually the lover of Malfurion Stormrage, who becomes integral to the plot as being the Archdruid and being very important with the Emerald Dream storylines and all of that. So Shandris is really important. Sadly, when World of Warcraft came around, she ended up just being a quest giver in Silvermoon Forest and not really...
It's like a demotion.
Yeah, exactly. You know how many quest givers there are in Silvermoon Forest? That's like being, she went from like General Kenobi to like Private Pile, basically. So, she's just in Warcraft branded packaging. And she shared this wave with Tychondrius the Darkener, who is a Dreadlord. Not to be confused with Archimonde, the more famous Dreadlord. And a really weird looking Prince Arthas Death Knight. He looks neither dead nor knightly in this picture. What's weird is I feel like the armor that he has kind of informed some of the Death Knight armor in Wrath of the Lich King, or was kind of inspired by. But he looks way too living. He doesn't have the helmet on. The Frostmourne, maybe Frostmourne wasn't designed yet.
Possible.
Something like that. I mean, that sword is just a random sword. So this almost feels like an Arthas of an interim period between when he was, a paladin of the Silver Hand, and when he eventually becomes the Lich King and causes a lot of trouble for Azeroth. Let's open her up and take a look inside. So here's Shandris Feathermoon outside the package. She's a Night Elf female. If World of Warcraft had been out, we definitely consider her a hunter. And one of the really interesting things about her is how much the art direction of Night Elves changed between Warcraft 3 and World of Warcraft. Here we have her in like this very leather tribal looking attire. Really, once World of Warcraft came out, yeah, they lived in the woods, but they were still tied to they were an advanced race. They wore armor. They had like the big shuriken shooting ballista things, so they were more technological than this example. But Shandris here is definitely a real cool piece of history with her, wooden bow, her arrows. It's actually got a string on it for her to pull back the bow. Her finger is in a string type position for her to pull back. It came with a single arrow outside of the quiver. The quiver itself. There's some great detail with her Night Elf ears, with her blue hair, and with the leather coming off of the back of her armor. She's just a really great figure. Doesn't pass the stand-up test. She's really hard to position where she can be standing, but I managed to get her in this pose, which worked pretty well. So that's Shandris Feathermoon. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Check back for more videos, and make sure to like and subscribe.